Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Will Cole here live at our Functional Medicine Health Center in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where we see patients around the world via webcam and phone consultations, and locally here in Pittsburgh. About half of our patients are in the internet's world, where we see them via Skype or Google Chat. So on every Tuesday, we've been doing Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Facebook Live and talking about different functional medicine health topics. And today we're going to talk about adaptogens and healing tonics to help boost your energy and balance your hormones. But before we get into cool adaptogenic information, I'll tell you a little bit about myself for those of you joining me for the first time on Facebook Live or social media in general. Number one, my doctorate is from Southern California University of Health Sciences in Los Angeles, and my postdoctorate education and training is in functional medicine and clinical nutrition. And again, like I said, we see patients around the world via webcam and phone consultations, and locally here in Pittsburgh. I'm one of MindBodyGreen.com's, one of the best and biggest health websites in the world. They're my health family. I love them. They have over 3 million Facebook followers. I'm one of their course instructors and wellness experts. I have over 100 different articles talking about different health topics that you probably have read if you're interested in this stuff on MindBodyGreen over the past few years. And what else about me? I think that's it. I think that's all that matters for now. So let's talk about the main differences between functional medicine and mainstream medicine for those of you joining us for the first time on Facebook Live. Number one, in functional medicine, we interpret labs using a thinner reference range. So you know your labs from your PCP or endocrinologist or rheumatologist or gastroenterologist, your mainstream labs. You have the reference ranges on your blood labs, and they'll say from X to Y, that's where your number should be. Well, how do we get those reference ranges? Well, those normal reference ranges are based on a statistical bell curve average of the population of that specific lab. So if you go to another lab, you'll see that reference range vary from lab to lab. Other than cholesterol and vitamin D, which are pretty much standardized, the rest are based on the population of that lab location. Think about it for a moment. Who are people that typically go to labs? They're people with health problems. They're people that are going to get the labs done for a reason, or they're on medications and managing those medications with their doctors. So there's a lot of us that go to the labs to say, hey, what's going on? I don't feel so good, or I don't have an explanation for my symptoms. And the doctors say your labs are normal, even though you know instinctively I don't feel normal. Why are they telling me I'm normal? And you're told, you're just depressed. Here's an antidepressant. You just need to lose weight. You're just getting older, and people go from doctor to doctor to doctor, and nothing changes but their prescription list and a growing set of symptoms. Ultimately, we need to dig deeper here and find out what's the root issue of why you feel the way that you feel. So if you take people with health problems out of that reference range, what's left are people that live long, healthy, vibrant lives. They're thriving. They aren't on medications because they don't need to be. They're healthy. That's a much thinner range within the larger reference range. So if you're going through symptoms despite normal labs, either they're not running the right labs, or they're not interpreting the labs that are done correctly, or both. So the second thing we do differently in functional medicine is that we dig deeper and run more extensive labs to look at the root issues of why people are going through what they're going through. So we're looking at things like microbiome dysfunctions, toxicity, nutrient deficiencies, hormonal imbalances, food intolerances, chronic infections. These are some of the things that we look at. The reason why they're not ran in the mainstream model of care is it doesn't change the treatment plan. They don't need all the extra labs that we run in functional medicine if the end result's still going to be the medication. So it's superfluous lab testing. But from a functional medicine standpoint, it makes all the world of a difference for us to really tailor the program based on the individual. Because you can have 5 patients with the same ICD-10 code, the same diagnosis code, and what works for one person can flare the next person up. And the next person, you don't really notice a change. So which brings me to the third difference between functional medicine and mainstream medicine is that we customize healthcare based on the individual. So we use food as medicine, herbal botanical medicines, lifestyle changes, like stress management, sleep issues, exercise, etc., to really tailor a comprehensive holistic program based on evidence, based on diagnostic medicine, based on labs. to the individual. So we clinically monitor people, we coach people, educate people on average about 9 to 12 months. It's not a quick fix, but it's dealing with these root issues that have taken years to get to where they're at now to really deal with these root issues. So that's, in a nutshell, my long-winded soapbox answer about what functional medicine is for those of you who asked. And for those of you who didn't ask, I'm sorry. Then we're going to talk about adaptogens today. What the heck are adaptogens and why are they important? So it's something that I've written a lot about, and people are more interested in it lately. But if you look at the links below, we're going to be posting different articles about adaptogens for the lengthy versions of this with all the hyperlinks to the peer-reviewed medical literature on PubMed. So for those of you science geeks like me, you can read those. And for those of you who just want to read cool information and just have it in written form, those links are for you down below. But we're going to talk about adaptogens and how to practically use them in tonics, in elixirs, to balance hormones, to boost energy, just to feel a little better, a little bit more zen in your life. Who doesn't want that? So, what are adaptogens? Adaptogen, if you just think of the word itself or hear the word, it has the word adapt in it. It's adapting your body to stress. It's adapting your body's hormones to stress. So adaptogens are a set of plant medicines, herbs mainly, and some other food medicines that fit the criteria of being generally safe for most people, being non-toxic, and having the unique capability to balance hormones. So if hormones are high, or if hormones are low, or if hormones are erratic, high when they should be low or low when they should be high, adaptogens have a soothing, balancing impact. So this is something that I've written a lot. Again, check out the links below for more information, but I would say that people that have things like adrenal fatigue, thyroid problems, sex hormone problems, low libido, sleep problems, anxiety, depression problems, these are all things that adaptogens can help. So boosting your energy, balancing your hormones, that's the general overarching commonality between the benefits of adaptogens. And again, the research is linked below in the articles. But I'm going to show you my favorite adaptogens and some of the things that our patients take. And again, we have patients around the world. We typically drop ship these things based on their labs. But again, these are generally safe for most people. So you don't necessarily need labs for these. They're just fun, good food medicines to nourish your body with. So, number one, my friend Amanda Chantal Bacon of Moon Juice has a great blend of dusts that I love. So we carry them in our Functional Medicine Health Center, and this is brain dust. This is a brand of adaptogens that will help with brain boosting. I love this. One of the main ingredients here, I'll just read them off to you. So this has astragalus, which is a great adaptogen, rhodiola is a great adaptogen, and ginkgo is a great adaptogen. And we'll get to mushrooms in a second, but this does have some mushrooms in it. But it's a brain booster. I take it when I have a full day of patients. I want to stay my cognitive function to be increased. So I put a teaspoon or two in my little mug here with some hot water. You can mix it in smoothies. You can put it you can mix it with, like if you're fresh juicing, you can mix it in that. You could have it with, coconut milk and mix it in that, like a hot sort of latte sort of thing. So this is the brain dust. And we're out of the spirit dust, but it's also an energy booster that's great from Moon Juice. Great stuff there. And the dream dust, we also have that here. This is a blend of calming adaptogens to help with relaxation in the evening, help for a good night's sleep, promoting a good night's sleep. So this is the Dream Dust from Moon Juice. Again, one of my favorite adaptogen tonics. So how do I mix it in a tonic? I typically just mix this in hot water. Kind of has a sweet taste, has stevia in it, and I like that. So a super subcategory of adaptogens to put in your tonics are mushrooms. And my friends at Four Sigmatic in Los Angeles offer some great mushroom adaptogens that I love. So in the morning, when I want energy, I use Four Sigmatic's mushroom coffee mix. It's coffee with great mushrooms, which has also in addition to the energy boosters and the hormone balancers, they also have great immune boosting qualities too. So this says chaga, and it also has rhodiola herb in here too, which is another adaptogen. So they have the mushroom adaptogen as well as the as a regular. And again, guys, I'm not paid to pitch these products. They're just products that I love, and they're products that my friends in the health world do make, but they're the best of the best, and that's why I'm recommending them, and I use them personally. I don't have any financial stake in these things. So next thing would be cordyceps. Cordyceps is another, and awesome. We're putting all the links to these things below, thanks to my team here. Yvette, thank you. Cordyceps. So this is great for a mushroom adaptogenic standpoint as far as energy boosting. This has, in addition to the cordyceps, which is a mushroom, it has licorice root and rose hips and peppermint. Good stuff. And here's the full chaga powder too, which is a good immune booster as well. And they put the other adaptogens in here as well. So awesome stuff. Basically, I use 4-sigmatic and moon juice adaptogens for a lot of stuff, just in my daily life, and I mix them in smoothies. I put them in the evening. I put them in like a golden milk with turmeric and warm coconut milk and coconut oil, or I just mix them in water for something fast. So those are my top adaptogens. And again, if you want to learn more about adaptogenic tonics and elixirs, click the links below and you can learn more about them. And again, we offer free webcam health evaluations for people around the world that are dealing with hormonal problems like adrenal fatigue, like thyroid problems, like autoimmune thyroid problems like Hashimoto's disease, and people with sex hormone imbalances like estrogen dominance, low testosterone, etc. And adaptogens can be a part of their healing journey, people that are going through those issues. But again, if you want to see what's right for your case, since we're all created differently, you can check out drwillcole.com for a free webcam or phone health evaluation to see what's right for your case. All right, guys, I will talk to you next Tuesday at 2 p.m. EST to learn more about functional medicine. Until then, have a great week.